Alright, hello, welcome to episode 4 of Half-Life Alyx. We went through the barnacle area last time and fortunately didn't blow up, so let's see what we have in store for us this time. Here's one. Oh, is my other hand dead? Did it not wake up? Oh, I started this whole thing and my hand's asleep. Look at me go there. Fortunately, it was a quick fix. Okay. Honestly, that was a faster fix than in real life when my hand goes to sleep. You know how that is when it feels all staticky. Yeah, I don't care about your... whatever your remotes are saying. Oh, good. Okay, so there's at least one thing there. Nothing? Alright. Okay. Seems pretty good. I hear those gunshots, but there doesn't appear to be anyone... That's a bird. Doesn't appear to be anyone over here. Nice, nice. Have a hat with my fingers.
Russ, these guys have automatic weapons.
They're alien commandos. Of course they have automatic weapons. We'd have them too, but combine weapons are gene-coded, so out of luck. Unless you find one that's unbonded, or you're open to some minor genetic modification.
I thought they were going to stay down there.
I'm good, Russ. I'm just gonna roll with these genes that I've got.
Honestly, I don't see anything wrong with some minor genetic modification as long as you're aware of what you're doing and aware of the risks involved.
We always introduce new enemies at a distance, and never while the player is under duress. Here, the player is able to observe the Combine soldiers killing some wandering zombies, giving the player an idea of how powerful the soldiers are, and how they might operate in combat.
Well, good thing I definitely went down there and saw
that it was plausible that they would not notice the player, but close enough that the player could choose to engage, but remain relatively safe from return fire.
Alright then. Anything else over this way? Doesn't appear to be. This nice little amble that we got going on here, the one speed that we have for the entire game. I am impressed though, I thought... Could I kill them while I'm up here? Will they not notice me? No, they'll definitely notice me. That has to be for later, right? Maybe I should. I'm going up there. Yeah, they're leaving. I'll meet them up there, won't I? So am I not supposed to jump down there? I thought I could from the little, like, vault thing, but maybe that was just a... I don't know, invisible wall. You know how it is. If we get all the way over here and there's nothing, the way to go. Okay. Just checking real quick. Nope, okay, fine. Whatever. Let's do what I can. Oh good, I only had to be outside in the nice, warm sunlight for a couple seconds before I have to go back down. Thanks. Those are some realistic looking clouds though. Look at all this. It's beautiful. Anyway, back down into hell we go. Any more? No more. Okay. Oh, pleasure to meet you too. Oh, they are right down there, aren't they? How much resin do I have even? 41? Oh, I think that actually is enough for the grenade launcher. Let's find out. Not that we found a single grenade yet, but I'm assuming you'll see them with the Combine coming in. Nice. Buy one. Oh. I do not want an autoloader. Thank you. Laser double auto nade. That is a grenade launcher? Cool. Yeah, and see how it like stacks those individual resins together? Makes a really cool thing. Oh, those are only 5 each, aren't they? Hands down the best thing to get though. Because, yeah, there's only 2 inventory spots here. And so this is only a limited inventory spot. Oh, it comes with one. Very nice. Push handle forward to ready the grenade launcher or fire to attack normally. Oh, so it's like just the shotgun like this, and then bam, and then it'll fire the grenade. Or grab grenade to reset launcher. Okay, and yeah, see, these are the, you can put them in there sort of thing. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, and then I'll just keep that. And look at that. I have one resin left, so I'm not even gonna look. I'm pretty sure there's nothing else that I even want from over there. I guess I go that way. Okay. Is there nothing from over here? Is that just the noises? Oh, that is a brick wall, isn't it? I thought we were gonna have to go that way and there were enemies and all that. No, fine. See what I care. Haha, 2 resin. Trying to get a hint for what it is before jumping down, but I can't quite make that out. Whatever. No spoilers. Eight headshots. Jesus, maybe like 7, but I'm pretty sure I got most of that there. Jesus. He was just like, no. Really? 9 headshots is what it takes? Is that what it is? Alright, fine, see what I care.
The first encounter with a Combine soldier caused a number of issues in playtesting. The biggest one was that players were often surprised when the soldiers started shooting at them. Some players who were new to the Half-Life series had no idea who these soldiers were. But it's also been hours of game time since players saw another human, and we found that many players weren't willing to immediately start shooting. Some players also wonder why Alyx moved so quickly to killing other humans. This area was designed to demonstrate that Combine soldiers are hostile and will attack on sight, giving the player a reason to want to shoot back. It starts with the dialogue preceding the encounter, where the player overhears the Combine discussing the problem of scavengers in the quarantine zone. Then, when the player finally achieves visual contact with their first Combine soldier, they witness that soldier in the process of executing a civilian scavenger.
Okay, so yeah, it was a nice handy justification to show that, yeah, this is bad, we should shoot. But seriously, like, 9 headshots just for that. Not my idea of a good time. Oh god. Alright. I see you there. This way.
We're here! That's revenge! Get down!
Oh, is that what I'm supposed to do? Oh! Well, okay. Where's your tank? You don't have a tank there. God. Okay. Just the one? Oh. Okay. Where is your tank? You don't have a tank. You can't fool me. But just have to ping it in the head until it's dead, huh? Sorry, I'm done. Nothing in here though? Okay, cool. Like, this kills the pacing, right? Why is this right here? Is this is a safe spot though, right? They're not firing at me, they're just firing.
Squad's Soldier AI has been a mainstay of the Half-Life series, so we were excited to see how their design would be impacted by the move to VR. Our early playtesting against a Half-Life 2 Combine Soldier AI in VR immediately made a number of things clear. First, players did not like to be shot at, and often had a visceral negative response. The soldiers frequently ran at players at full speed, firing all the while, and we discovered that the speed of Half-Life 2 combat was simply too overwhelming in VR. Also, players took longer to do everything in VR, especially the core action of spotting and aiming their weapon at an enemy while staying in cover. As a result, the soldiers tended to live much longer in
I
VR
really
than
don't
they did
see
in
any weak
Half-Life
spots
2.
on that one.
It was clear from these early playtests that the most common reaction among players was to immediately seek cover from enemy fire. So we started experimenting with changes to the soldier AI, aimed at building a combat experience around players' tendency to seek cover. Early experiments were focused on keeping Combine soldiers at a comfortable distance from the player, while keeping them moving around enough to not have combat become too static. To create lulls in firing for players to peek out from cover, we prevented soldiers from shooting while on the run in most cases. To keep players from remaining stationary, we created a concept of
Really, that's all you're gonna say? I interrupted that whole thing just for, oh, we don't have much time. Shut up.
Squad Soldier AI
I
has been a
apologize
mainstay
for
of the
having to
Half-Life
hear the
series,
beginning of this,
so
but,
we were excited to see
I wanna
how
hear
the
the rest. It's
design
actually
would be
kind of-
impacted by the move to VR. Our early playtesting against a Half-Life 2 Combine Soldier AI in VR immediately made a number of things clear. First, players did not like to be shot at, and often had a visceral negative response.
Cool.
The
I can do
soldiers
both of them
frequently
at the
ran
same
at players
time.
at full speed, firing
Don't take
all
me
the
out of
while.
context.
And we discovered that the speed of Half-Life 2 combat was simply too overwhelming in VR. Also, players took longer to do everything in VR, especially the core action of spotting and aiming their weapon at an enemy while staying in cover. As a result, the soldiers tended to live much longer in VR than they did in Half-Life 2. It was clear from these early playtests that the most common reaction among players was to immediately seek cover from enemy fire. So we started experimenting with changes to the soldier AI, aimed at building a combat experience around players' tendency to seek cover. Early experiments were focused on keeping Combine soldiers at a comfortable distance from
Oh,
the
do you
player,
not have power?
while keeping them
Is that
moving
what this
around enough
puzzle
to
is?
not have combat become too
Or can
static.
I actually?
To create
Sorry,
lulls
sweetie,
in
I
firing
know,
for
I
players
know.
to peek out from cover, we prevented soldiers from shooting while on the run in most cases. To keep players from remaining stationary, we created a concept of flushing, where squads will attempt to flush the player out of cover, and we gave each class of soldier a different method of flushing out the player. But even in these early tests, it was also clear that players weren't capable of fighting soldiers until they'd gotten skilled in a number of basic combat actions, like reloading their gun without having to focus all their attention on it. So we were careful to slowly introduce the various types of soldiers, and even individual features within the soldier classes. For example, these early fights against Combine soldiers only feature the basic grunts, and these particular grunts don't carry grenades. This means they don't actually have the capability to flush a player out of cover. We found it was important in these first fights to give players all the time they need to learn to use cover effectively before we start introducing
That's
enemies
actually good to
that
know
can
that I
try
can
and
just
flush
press
them
it
out.
against it. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Oh, excuse me. Thank you, O great gods of sky and fire, for giving me this bounty. Really, this is not what I'm trying to do. Come on, I'm in front of everyone, right here. Oh, hang on, I think I actually... Really, you're gonna grab one, but not two. Alright. And then this one goes back there, and I'm done here, and cool. And, like, that's the extent of inventory management that you'll have in a Half-Life, Alyx. It's quite nice. Just a second, I just want to make sure everything's... Yeah, everything's good. Cool. I like the way that this game handles me, like, tabbing out more than Saints and Sinners, because, like, that one goes into a whole, like, just black screen, and I have to come out of the pause menu and everything. I thought this was the way to go, maybe not. Where else would I go? I'm done with that. Oh no, wow. I'm such an idiot. I actually have to...
You should have plenty of time
There
to
we
get
go.
the override back online.
I should have plenty of time to get the
All
override
right,
back
I'll be
on.
able to stop the train right here.
You sure you can do that?
Absolutely. You just need to activate
Yeah,
the
just-
terminal.
Nice.
Moving
Then you'll
it
need to be
left
ready
and
for a
right.
fight. They're not going to
Okay.
give up your dad easily.
I'll be ready.
And then it'll go boom, and just eek. When you're in an orphanage. Conehead, mastery of cones. No. Yeah, that's what's gonna have to be done. So is this it? Do I... No? Is there a way to, like, lock it in place? Okay, fine. I guess I have to go in there. See what I care. Just making sure there's nothing else here real quick. Okay. Wow. Honestly, yeah, pro tip for playing in VR. If you have to move around your room, don't do it while you're moving in game. Because, like, if they're different, like if I move backwards in the room while forwards in the game, it really messes with my head.
Right, that's the terminal there.
I'm on it.
Do hurry, though.
No, you hurry. Nice. Anything else? That's not ammo, you can't fool me. Nice, that is ammo. You can fool me? I don't know. When you are up inside, as big as butt. There we go. Yeah, that's a much more complex one of those. It's really getting into the nitty-gritty of it. Okay, so where do I put you? Huh? Let's do this. Yeah, this is just like getting into that biosphere before. Oh, missing one of those. Alright, I can do everything else except that then. And then I guess it's in there. Oh yeah, that's gonna be something. I just said it was gonna be something, and then it scares me. Hey! You, come here. Get over here. You! Hey! I'm talking to you. Get over here. You foolish fool that ever did fool. I like how I immediately said, oh hey, there's gonna be something here. And I was so close to being awesome. You know what? Good enough. I have enough. Where? Come on. Hit me with something. I guess this is the one that has it? Nice. Good, good. Yeah, he did say to hurry, so I'm trying to hurry.
Okay, no worries. But the train is coming. Just get me in. It'll only take a second. You're doing great.
Yep, doing great. No worries.
Okay, now just re-engage the system.
Is it supposed to come off?
That's the opposite of what it's supposed to do, Alyx.
What do I do now?
Well, don't panic. Well, stop panicking. Yes, you
I'm not
are.
panicking.
Yes, but I am. We need to find another way to stop this train.
That thing. Oh, it's the backup. That's what it is. Okay.
Well, start looking. We don't have much time. 10 seconds, Alyx.
After.
Okay, just throw the switch there.
It won't stay.
You've got to hold it down.
Okay.
Well, that worked.
Yeah. Wow. You okay?
I'm okay. Let's go find Dad.
Oh, we have to listen to this.
At this point in the game, we knew we needed a big set piece, a non-combat moment to reward players for fighting their way through the dark, scary tunnels.
Look for the front
Not
of the
only that,
transport car.
but the
Should be towards the front of the train.
Okay, I'll find a way into the wreckage.
Yeah.
At this point in the game, we knew we needed a
This
big
is
set piece,
towards the beginning
a
of that one.
non-combat moment to reward players for fighting their way through the dark, scary tunnels. Not only that, but the pace of the story was leading up to its most important moment thus far, the rescue of Eli
Spoilers.
Vance.
Oh, well, I guess
Crashing the
that's the whole
Combine
point of
prison
what we're doing
train
here.
that was transporting Eli felt like the exact right thing to accomplish these goals, and it gave us the opportunity to create some VR spectacle.
Broken game.
We wanted to achieve the cinematic chaos of causing a train wreck, while giving the players an active role in the event. Our first attempts to design the scenario were a challenge. It turned out that directing the players' attention wasn't as simple as ensuring they were in the right position through gameplay. In our initial tests, players frequently failed to see some or all of the spectacular train wreck. The crash was one of the first destruction sequences we put into the game, so we had a lot to learn about player behavior in VR and how to direct the player naturally to immerse them in the chaos. On top of that, to continually hit our target frame rate, we needed to create a cascading series of events, so that only some of the destruction was happening at any given time. Sound design, level design, effects, and animation had to be carefully coordinated to lead the player's attention through each stage of the wreck. For example, at the start of the crash, we used the sounds of train cars piling up in the distance, encouraging players to look in that direction before one of the train cars lifts up and blasts through the concrete connector. At the end of the sequence, the smokestack collapse is used to direct the player's attention to their eventual path forward, and we wanted
Look at that
players to
bird.
witness its destruction. Before
That's
bringing
some
down the
bird
smokestack,
with low
we
frame
gave
rate.
players a brief moment of rest, and, again, used sound to draw their attention to the smokestack. Initially, we used a rumbling sound
Smokestack?
preceding its collapse, but we found this to be too subtle in practice, and instead added the transient explosion sound, which drew the player's attention towards the smokestack more reliably.
You see it? That low frame rate bird. Oh, I see your tricks, you sneaky hobbitses. Anyway, okay, now that we're done. You saw that broken the bit there? 0 out of 10. Horrible game. Never playing this again. Oh, okay. Anything? No, there wasn't anything there before, so guess I'll just
What the hell are those?
I don't know. But we need to find Dad.
Hey.
Yeah, no, I know. I've just never seen those before.
Oh, it's okay, baby. Don't you worry. Someone will come by and get you soon. Hope you're not damaged too much. Oh, yeah. Oh, your buddy might be dead. Sorry. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to do anything there. Wasn't my fault. I was told to do this. This is not an act of terrorism. I can confirm.
That's your dad's prisoner pod.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Where's Dad?
let me
Dad?
come. Uh-oh.
Dad? Dad!
I'm over here, honey. I need.
Okay. I'm gonna
Am I
reach out and
supposed
pull
to
you
listen
out.
to this?
It's gonna be
now?
okay.
No.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm good.
Give me your hand.
Alyx, I have come to help, as I said I would.
Thank you. Thank you. Stay there. I'm gonna figure out how to get over to you.
No, Alyx, listen. The thing Russell and I found is some sort of super weapon.
A super weapon?
It's something big. They got it here in the QZ in some kind of vault, but they're about to move it. Where, I don't know, but it's gonna be soon.
Then we gotta steal it before they do.
Yes. And look. I managed to pocket this Combine data pod. If I can decrypt it, we can figure out how to use their weapon against them.
So
I was like,
what's
crap,
the
I gotta
plan?
catch
You
that.
head to the vault. I'll take this thing back to Russell's and get to work.
Wait, where is the vault?
Dad, where's the vault?
Look to the northern star.
Yes. Look to the star. Got it. Dad?
It's right in the middle of the QZ, and it's big. Get above ground and see what you can find. I will accompany the Eli van. Sure.
Great. Thank you. Dad, I'm gonna go find this vault.
Go! Stay safe, baby. I love you.
I love you too.
I love you too.
Oh,
Thank you.
that was sweet. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay.
For the
that's
rescue of Eli, we wanted to create a tense, just out of reach moment where the player physically
That
saves
was
him.
very tense.
But for the rest of the story to work, Alyx and Eli had to take different paths at the end of the scene. We tried a few different approaches, including a version where Eli was hanging from a ledge just in front of the player, and the player
so
could
like
reach
have
down
to-
to attempt to grab Eli's hand to pull him up. In practice, however, players' hands would collide with the real-world floor. Not only did this make it impossible to reach Eli, it took
Yeah,
players out of the moment,
that.
wrecking the emotion of the scene. Since Eli and Alyx had to take different paths, we tried an approach where Alyx rescued Eli, but he was injured and couldn't proceed.
Huh.
Unfortunately, many players would stick around, not wanting to abandon him.
Right?
Eventually, we arrived at the solution that shipped in the final product. Separating Eli from the player with the Vortigaunt's rescue made for a much more meaningful return and fulfillment of the Vortigaunt's promise to help Alyx.
Yeah, for sure.
The data
I
pod
love that
Eli
Vortigaunt
found
right now.
was an addition that not only let us integrate Eli back into the story later, but also gave him something to do, so there was a much stronger reason why he would not accompany the player on their journey going forward.
All right. Good enough. Oh.
Hey, Russ. Keep an eye out for Dad, okay?
I'll let you know if he gets here. When he gets here.
Wow. Yeah, I love that Vortigaunt right now, honestly. That was one of the best scenes I've ever seen. Okay, so those two can pair together. Like these two and then those two. I can just remember that as one thing. And then this one. And then that should just be enough. Is that last one? So Manur. No. This one? Which one? This one. Yeah. And then this for the end thing. Look at this. I love the way that this whole thing is just animated. It looks great. And it feels great to use too. I mean, I know you can't tell, but it's like actually a physical object and I'm just moving things around. Really natural. Oh. I remember this part. Alright. Nothing doing. It's really hard to do this naturally here. If it doesn't just like snap to it, you know? Anyway. Do I have to? Can I go up? I can't go up. This isn't gonna help. What am I even doing? Oh, good, a loading screen. I can put it off for half a second. Gonna just end the episode here at half an hour. Super weapon. Okay, can't go back up there. Nothing over here for me. Cool, let's get going.
You know, it got a bit messy back there, but we did get Dad back.
Yeah.
What?
That's probably gonna draw some attention. Not probably, actually.
You think?
It's definitely drawing attention. Look, they're looking for you now, okay? So just be careful.
That's why I was going slow with the first one, because it might be 3, might be 4. I suppose I can just go do and then wait a sec. See what it does. It's still good for now. 120, not bad.
You know, if we can get this weapon, we could change things forever.
Yeah. If.
Look, I know we've only been working together for a few hours now, but I want you to know I'm proud of you. Okay, you're under a
thank
lot
you,
of pressure
Russell.
here.
You're the
Wow.
best.
Russ.
So much pressure, in fact, that I hesitate to even bring it up. But I did notice that when you reached out for your father's hand, had he actually grabbed it, his grip would have crushed all the delicate sensors in the Russells.
Not the Russells.
Okay.
Toast Totally understandable, and would have been worth it, by the way, in this case.
Right.
Having said that,
Right.
I have a hard time imagining another situation where that would have been the case. And much like your father, the Russells are priceless. Okay, so just, moving
You
forward.
said you could
Russ,
mass produce these
I
at the
promise
beginning.
your gloves are
Year
safe.
2 plan. Mass production. These are not irreplaceable or priceless. Okay. I mean, I guess if Russell dies, but then the knowledge would be lost anyway, as well as the will to do the whole... Oh, this actually feels like I'm climbing stairs. Very nice. As well as the whole will to create them in the first place. Okay, maybe not, because these gloves are quite cool. I would have these in real life if I could. Thank you. Where am I supposed to go? Those died. Came up here. Went through there. Went through there and up here. That way? No, I don't think there's anything that way. No, yeah, that's a wall. Am I missing something here? What am I missing? Oh, cool. Not supposed to be able to do that, am I? Joke's on you. Come on. Give it to me. Give me that. Oh, give me the resin. You stupid little... Anyway, okay, so I guess I go back down. Keep searching that way. There are only 2 shots left till I need to reload. I can't open these doors, right? I'm assuming anything without a knob isn't openable. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I came from this way, didn't I? This way? No, that's also locked. Oh, you bloody bastards. There has to be some way to get in there then, that I'm just missing. There's no further way this way, right? What if I shoot? Nothing here, that's not a thing. Down this way? There? No? Huh. Okay, homie G-Funk, just to make sure, I came from this way. Yeah, in through there. Nothing here, that wasn't a door. That wasn't an openable door, I don't think. Let me just check the knob status and make sure. Yep, no knob. Not the way to go. So here's what I have to work with. That's the broken window. So that's the door without a handle. I go here. There's no way that way, I don't think. I'm pretty sure that's just a light. But I go in here, came up there. That is a door with bars with the two resins that I can't get through. In through there, that's a nothing door. I go up there, that's a nothing door. But I can see 2 resins there as well. Huh. Is it this way? And I'm just put off by how it looks? I don't think so, I came this way. I grabbed the 1 resin that was over here. Am I supposed to climb somewhere that I don't know? Oh, that might be it, climbing upstairs. Actually, I don't think I've had to climb anywhere in here yet, have I? I think I'm thinking of Saints and Sinners with those hand grips and everything. Okay, yeah, I know I'm supposed to go this way. Oh, that's a walkway, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, I definitely go this way then. Cool. Just like... Oh. Hooah. Perf. Beautiful. Fantastic. Oh. I don't like the fact that music started playing, even if it was just a little bit. Okay, key card needed. Yellow. Wait. Hey. Thank you. Really? Well, at least it opened the drawer for me. Thank you. I appreciate that. You know what? Just to make sure you're not a jump scare. That is not human. Look at that. Look at that wobbly neck. You're fooling. You're joshing. Okay, cool. Problem solved. Oh, this one needs a blue key card. Oh, I see grenades right past there. Alright. Oh, and a ton of barnacles. Something to keep in mind. I'll definitely not. Oh yeah, thanks. Store items in your wrist pocket. Sure. Thank you. I'm just gonna assume you're not needed anymore. Really? Oh. There we go. It goes much further to the right than I would expect with how I was releasing. Yeah! No crowbar? Oh, you have a thingy. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that with the, Just a second. I'm gonna wait until they're all dead to... Yeah, I don't know if you can see that with the,
Oh, Dad said he stole some files about this weapon.
Well, when it comes to Combine data encryption,
You're my guy?
Eli's your guy.
Oh,
Systems, robotics, networks, I can make short work of those.
but not data encryption.
Might as well be an alien language. Well, it is an alien language. Anyway, look,
Sorry?
Eli's your guy.
Oh, sorry about that. Excuse me. Okay, but yeah, I'm assuming you can see that maybe not. There are some inconsistencies between what I'm seeing and what you're seeing on the screen there for the display. But that's what happens when I go into anything. And that's a pretty good deterrent, I have to say, because suddenly I can't see anything and I can't move or anything except for getting back out. I can't just walk through a door, you know, and then be physically on the other side. I'm gonna make sure this room is clear first. Oh, that's just a button thing? Alright.
Early on in the project, we spent some time experimenting with the classic Half-Life crowbar. Playtests showed us that it was an interesting tool for our player to use in puzzles and world interactions, but we weren't very happy with how our melee combat efforts turned out. We felt it was really important that the crowbar was solid to the world and enemies, and that resulted in some tricky physics challenges. Players
Like
could easily
phone
push the
works,
crowbar
that's a good
into an
game.
enemy in front of them, because nothing in the real world would stop it. Indeed, without that real-world physical feedback, we found playtesters exhibited a wide variety of swing behaviors. Some would waggle the controller rapidly, others would put their whole body into it. At the same time, playtest response to our pistol prototype was very positive, especially around the more complex reloading mechanics.
Oh god, yeah, I love
Faced
it.
with a potentially significant R&D problem in melee combat, we chose to refocus our efforts on ranged combat. It also didn't help that players all associated the crowbar with Gordon Freeman, not Alyx Vance.
Honestly, I can see that bit. Is it not? Come on. How hard is it to push a button? Come on. Are you gonna go all Resident Evil on me? Is there gonna be a monster in here? Of course there's gonna be a monster in here. Why do I even question it? Or should I? 120, whatever. I'm a stickler for saving. I'm assuming we're on the ground floor and nothing will happen. Correct. Good. And there's only one other place to go here, so I'm assuming this is the blue key card, and then come back and get the... Oh, good for you! Well, oh, I just got scared by my own hand floating there. Okay, so no more head thing for me to listen to? Alright. Oh. That's just environmental effects. If they're not actual, enemies, I don't care. Except for the whole jump scare factor, you know? Are they just gonna all jump down at me at the same time? Employees only? This looks like the only way to go, so...
Alyx, look out the window.
Holy crap. That's gotta be the vault.
Yeah. Your dad didn't mention it was floating.
So even if we make it there, we still have to get up to it.
Oh, the cables! Look at all the cables attached to it. All we have to do is follow them.
And break whatever's at the other end.
And down comes the vault. Simple, easy
What an
to follow.
aspiring
Yeah, I like this plan.
terrorist, huh? Sorry, YouTube.
That's
Sorry,
a lot
NSA.
of cables.
Those are a lot of cables. Oh, there's one coming directly here at least, so I guess I just go upstairs. Yeah, sorry, YouTube. Sorry, NSA. I'm just saying the T word, but, you know, obviously.
This entire section of the map, from the start of the keycard puzzle up to this room, was added specifically to show the player the vault on its own. Without this little detour, players would otherwise have their first view of the vault at the entrance to the Northern Star Hotel, which was also when they would see their first Combine substation. So much new information all at once led many players to confuse the vault with the substation, or just miss it entirely, so we created this area of the train station to highlight the vault on its own. Even though players are required to enter this room to get the second keycard, they still wouldn't necessarily notice the vault outside, so we added some dialogue with Russell about looking out the window to see it. This may be a bit heavy-handed, but it was necessary to solve the problem of players not recognizing the vault when they saw it later in the game.
Oh, good. Oh, well... Just gonna hold on to it until I find someone. Inject myself, start shooting, you know. Gonna baby juice. Magic and mysteries are part of your history. It's like a new fairy and you gotta choose. A gummy bears, dancing here and everywhere. Anyway, you didn't come here for my nostalgia talk, did you?
Have you heard any Combine chatter about Dad escaping?
No, nothing. It's all about sending reinforcements into the quarantine zone.
On the plus side, that means Dad is still on his way back to you.
Okay.
We'd have heard if they recaptured Eli Vance.
And on the downside...
Getting to the vault isn't going to get any easier.
Damn me being too good. Maybe I can just take this for the high. You know what? You didn't get the good look at it last time. Oh, look! The fluid in there actually has fluid physics. Oh, that's so cool. Okay. Does the little tiny thing have fluid physics too? Well, I guess. I mean, like, if it's that close, it should be. Oh, I just injected that into my eyeball. Okay. Alright. Getting better at pushing buttons. Yeah, what do you think? Just making sure. Alright, sorry. Ooh. I already listened to you. You have no power here. Thank you. Yeah, so they've literally just...
Ooh, grenades.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, this will be the easiest way to see it, so I just grab hold of the thing. It doesn't really have much momentum and inertia behind it, but I mean, it's a hologram being projected from there, just following my hand. Okay. So that one to that one, and those move, or they just stay still? Can I... okay. Oh, the ball then floats. Look at it move up and down like that. Does it do that without me touching it? Or is that just for me? Okay, I guess it does do that. Alright. So I want to hold it for maximum efficacy. That's a lot of grenades. Okay. Guess you're seeing grenade physics for the first time. So you press this to arm it, which goes ka-chunk, and then whoop.
Total waste of grenade.
Says you.
Worth it.
Agreed.
Yeah, I already have 2 injection things, and there's like 80 grenades in here. Okay, maybe only 4 more, but still. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Huh. Watch the trajectory of this. I'm gonna grab it, but like over there, and it just, like, it doesn't matter where I grab it, as long as I yank something and then I just grab hold of it. It just goes directly into my hand. Alright, good to know. I've been actually like trying to grab it. Oh no, I can only hold so many grenades. What do I do with all these grenades? I actually like crouched, bent my knees to soften a landing with that. Oh, you can really dance. Oh, hey there, how you doing? I found a reason to use these grenades. Look at me go. Oh, you can't really dance. I swear this channel isn't just me singing random memes that I've been hearing lately. I promise. Yeah, I'm not having that holding problem with this. Oh, yeah, but I was having in Saints and Sinners. Joking, really.
Look out.
I'm pretty sure this one had a weakness somewhere. I can just shink and it goes, oh. No? Did you not? Did the one with the weakness go in there already? Oh hey! More grenades. Beautiful. Even more than I can use. Oh. That wasn't a good throw. Oh! Okay. It did have a weakness. I just had to hit it. Excuse me. Excuse me. Kind friend. Have you heard the good news of our Lord and Savior Grenade? That will never get old. No more in here, right? No. And I have the other one here. So I really don't have anything. Nothing in here? I would have thought there would be more grenades, maybe. I'm trying to see how far away I can like grab and still actually get it in my hand. No! Was there a spine in that box, or was that there before? Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate you. Oh, sorry. I appreciate you. Did you see that? Shooting it in midair? That was great. That was fun. That felt good. Throwing. Alright. Nope. Alright. That didn't work. Okay, let's listen to you. I'm assuming
Although
there's
it may
nothing
seem
there.
obvious that throwing would be a trivial interaction to support in VR, a lot of nuanced work is required to get it to feel right. And if we were going to build puzzles like this one, where the player must throw an armed grenade through a high duct, throwing needed to work well. A typical VR game running at 90 frames per second
So that's one of
will
them.
read the sensor data from the track controllers once per frame. This means the data is read every 11 milliseconds. That may seem like a short time step, but when throwing, a user can easily move their hand 15 centimeters or more in that amount of time.
Yup.
Additionally, the player may release the object by opening their hand or releasing the trigger at any point during their throwing motion. This makes reconstructing the act of throwing a virtual object an interesting signal processing problem.
Didn't even see that there. It's just
It's up
moving
to any
box.
given piece of VR software
Oh,
to
hi. How
derive
you
the
doing?
player's intent
Okay.
from the discretely sampled controller data, and we've learned a lot over the years about what works and what doesn't. In the lab, which we shipped in 2016, we sampled the
love the
controller's
lab. Good
positional
game.
data every 11 milliseconds and used the sampled positions to compute the controller velocity at each time step. We then used an average of the computed velocity and direction over several frames before and after the object release to determine the velocity and direction to apply to the thrown object. Although this was functional enough to ship, it didn't always feel consistent, especially if the game's frame rate ever fell below 90 frames per second. Later, in the Index controller tech demo Moondust, we expanded on this algorithm by biasing towards higher velocity data. We also extended the SteamVR software interface to provide the controller's instantaneous velocity and acceleration data from the hardware inertial measurement unit, which is computed on the controller every 2 milliseconds. This meant that we did not have to calculate an estimate from the positions sampled by the engine only every 11 milliseconds
Oh,
as we had
good,
done
good.
on the lab. This was crucial to providing a more responsive feel, as it meant the throwing calculations were no longer tied to the rendering frame rate. After further experimentation, we arrived at the solution used in Half-Life Alyx, which takes 10 frames that preceded the release of the held object and averages the 3 frames bracketing the peak controller velocity in that time window. We have found that this tends to lead to a better approximation of precisely when the player intended to release the thrown object. This approach resulted in consistent, comfortable throwing, enabling us to rely on players being able to accurately throw grenades or any other objects with confidence.
Overwatch acknowledges activity.
That's so cool.
Sector 02. Possible necrotic interference.
Necrotic? Uh-oh. Oh. I thought it was 3 and 3, not 3 and 4. Alright. I've been using this enough. Let's see what it has. Nothing? Oh, 15. I mean, maybe bullet reservoir. Oh. And additional bullets, like, in the grip, I suppose. Oh, laser sight. Alright, that'll work. Well, I mean, I kind of already have one. I think I'm good. Honestly, I don't really need anything. Oh, would that be good for grenades, though? Honestly, I'm good. Okay, let me go grab... That is not ash at the end, that's just like a blob of gray paint or something. Oh, does it actually stub it? Alright, anyway, before I do that, I don't know why I was using the gloves for that. I'm just gonna do this. Oh. Choke under the tongue. What was that? Is that literally just a button I have to press? Okay, cool. Thanks. See you in a second. You know, gun fu, gun kata and everything. Oh god, hi. Oh, you're a big one, aren't ya? God, he was a biggin'. Oh. Hello, you beefy boy. Ooh, look at you. Oh, I thought that was like an item that I could pick up for the first time in this game, but no, it's just my hand. This looks like the power armor from Fallout 4, which there's a Fallout 4 VR game as well. Great fun. Love it. Probably won't do it on stream because it doesn't really... I don't know. Oh. Okay, I'm done. Whoop, sorry, that's your butt. Smacked it ass. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna get demonetized. Sorry about that. Okay, I can get health. Oh hi sweetie, how you doing? Their little churs are just so sweet and heartbreaking. I love it. I don't want to turn you into health juice and put you in my body, but I have to. Another toner puzzle one? I want this one. Is it? That's not a button I can press. Okay, fine. Alright.
This optional toner puzzle is intended to train players not to blindly click on each junction without first understanding the implications. This particular puzzle is designed to have the side effect of tripping a fire alarm if the player merely clicks on each toner junction they encounter without looking ahead. An observant player can easily solve the puzzle without tripping the alarm, but a careless player will trip the alarm, causing a Combine soldier to come storming around the corner to investigate the noise.
So there's a Combine soldier over there, huh? Or do they spawn in when I do that? Where was the... There's the junction. Thank you, sweetie. I'm sorry. I appreciate you and your disgusting little pulsating mouth parts. Your juices are just too good to me. That didn't work. Oh, I can't get there. Right. Gene locked. Anything in here? Because this calls for a solution. Nothing! Oh, good. Look at that. Oh, that feels good. Yeah! Let's do this! I say that like I've ever taken some sort of stimulant like that before. Okay, Healthbug, how you doing? Fortunately for you, I am full on health injectors. I just used one unnecessarily. You get to live your best life in a trash can. Goodbye. Just a second. How long have we been recording? Oh, an hour exactly. Let's get to the next checkpoint and then I can call it a day. There you are. Oh. Uh-oh. Manhacks. More? No. Grounds. Okay. Oh. Oh god. I saw you waving your hand to that person over to the side. Oh, that's just part of the drone. And I was like, oh, something shiny, a new one can use. There. Oh, yeah. Right in the eye. Perfect, exactly what I needed. Oh, well that was invigorating. Okay. No other random things to get here. Yeah, that wasn't the worst. Is that an enemy? No, that's a corpse. Okay. Oh, there's the other resin pieces that I saw through the gate. Significantly easier than trying to get it before. Oh, that's gross. Look at your brain. It's all exposed. But that's like not an unnatural sort of thing. That's how it was intended, huh? All you little goobers look like this underneath, don't you? Okay. Alright then. What's that? Is that showing how full it is? An interesting little bar to have. Oh, good.
Look to the Northern Star.
I am? Why are you saying it like that?
No. The Vortigaunt said, look to the Northern Star to help his friends, which sounds like Vortigaunt nonsense, but I guess it isn't.
Oh, yeah. That does make more sense.
Whoa.
That's some sort of combined substation. They usually generate power and host security protocols.
Like the power and security you need for a giant vault.
Okay, thought something was moving over there. Oh hey, headset up there, alright. Look at this thing.
And
yeah,
there's the
yeah,
vault.
Yeah. That substation must be what's keeping it in the air. We need to get up there.
Okay, alright. Why does this feel like there's going to be a firefight? Okay, that's not what I wanted to grab. Come on, game, you're supposed to know these things.
Alyx, I think you should find your way into that hotel and get up to the substation.
Screw you, human. I'll do what I want. Okay. And I'm going to listen to that since there does not actually appear to be a firefight here.
Typical players spend up to 2 hours progressing through the interior spaces of the Northern Star Hotel.
Oh god.
And we found in playtests that they often had trouble remembering their next goal of disrupting the Combine substation above. In earlier tests, the vault constantly reminded players of its presence by emitting a repeating abstract musical pattern. This pattern works so well at drawing and keeping the player's attention that we expanded and fictionalized it as a semi-musical sound design pattern, which we changed to emit from the Combine substation, representing it collecting and transmitting Vortigaunt energy to the vault.
Yeah, that's the Vortigaunt energy.
While in the hotel, the player does not have line of sight to the substation, so we repeat this sonic pattern at varying volumes within the hotel, as a reminder of both the Combine substation and the vault outside.
Oh, okay. I thought it was done, but it was giving an example of it.
In fact, if you look closely at the Zen foliage when you are in the hotel, you will notice that it reacts visibly to the overspill of Vortigaunt energy as it flows from the substation.
Ooh, that'll be fun seeing those interactions take place. Alright, do it. Anything down there? Nope, that's a hole. It's a shame I can't keep these through loading screens or whatever. Ooh, big enough. Alright, and this ends episode 6 of Half-Life Alyx. Join us next time for episode 5, because I know how to count, and this is actually episode 4.